Hi, and a very warm welcome. I'm Greg Parry. I'm a wellbeing specialist and executive coach. And one of the areas that I've been working in for more than 25 years is how to practice meditation. Now, this covers a very broad range of techniques, methods, and activities. And I think some meditation methods are just better suited to the Western style, the Western culture, because we're easily distracted. And with social media, we're bombarded with imagery all the time. So we can learn to use imagery to make meditation more effective. But the point is that if you're interested, and I have been receiving quite a few emails about whether meditation is suitable for an individual or what's the best way to start, there really is probably too much choice. And just very, very briefly, let me just describe the two main schools that you might want to consider. The first is very popular, and it's called guided meditation. This is where you just sit back or lie down and relax, close your eyes, breathe, and you listen to somebody's voice, sometimes with music, sometimes with solfeggio frequencies in the background, with suggestions. Now, the advantage of this particular system is you're in passive mode. You don't have to do anything. You just ride along this beautiful current of relaxation and follow the suggestions that are in the guided meditation script. And it works. So if you're busy and you're under a lot of pressure, can't find the time to devote yourself to the sacred art of meditation, these guided techniques can be very, very effective. And there's a ton of material online. Most of it's free. Not all of it is brilliant, but with a little bit of research, you'll find something that really works for you. A voice, a style, and more importantly, I think, having a subject that really helps, because you can use guided meditation for pretty much anything. One of my colleagues once described it as a form of light hypnosis, and I think there's some merit there, because when you're able to just relax, you allow yourself to become more suggestible. And that's when these guided meditations can really work to help you relax or recharge the batteries or to become more creative. The list is endless, but it's a great way to proceed. And I mentioned two methods. The other requires a little bit more time and effort, and this is the classical approach where you take greater control over your thoughts and feelings, and you provide, if you like, the script that you follow. This, I would argue, is a more powerful approach because it helps you to develop a fabulous degree of control over the process. So that means you don't have to wait for somebody else's voice or suggestions in order to create a particular kind of feeling or mindset. You can initiate that yourself, and you can fine-tune the process to create some remarkable results. But of course, you can take it further, and rather than using a script, even your own script, you can aim for a sense of inner peace and calm that is so profound that there are no words. There is, you could say, there's no sensation, and this is called entering the silence. Yeah, of course, this takes practice because our minds are super active, and trying to wrestle this huge force of your conflicting thoughts and emotions and bring them under control, it's not going to happen. The way to master that particular classical technique is by relaxing, by letting go. Interesting, huh? Because most of us try to struggle against the opposition instead of just relaxing and letting a different state of consciousness emerge. Because if we practice, there will be a moment when there is nothing except the silence. And if you acquire that moment, don't chase it, don't try to recreate it. Just let it evolve of its own accord. And you find that this experience of absolute stillness expands and grows, and it will have a profound effect on your perception, but also on your health and your well-being. Now, if you'd like to know more about meditation, and remember that pretty much every culture that's ever existed has developed its own interpretations and systems. They all work, but it's pretty useful to use the kind of system which is most closely aligned with the architecture of your subconscious. In other words, a system that's closely aligned with the culture into which you're born. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My address is in the description. And in the meantime, may I wish you a wonderful day and a relaxing day as well, perhaps with enough meditation to trigger some remarkable responses within your own consciousness. I'll be back with you soon.